Luo Feng's Moxia clan avatar was obliterated by a devastating strike while attempting to plunder the branches and leaves of the world tree. That overwhelming sense of despair sent an icy chill down the spine of Luo Feng's true body back on Earth. The one who struck him down was none other than the strongest world tree itself. A colossal special life form whose outward cultivation appeared to be merely that of a universe venerable. Yet whose true battle power rivaled a universe master. Even more terrifying, it possessed an incomparably dreadful innate talent that allowed it to command both space and time. Before such a supreme existence, Luo Feng's Moxia avatar was no more than an ant, something that could be crushed into dust with a single breath. Luo Feng was furious and utterly bewildered. He had taken only a single branch. The explosion he caused had done nothing more than inflict a minor wound upon the world tree. And yet, he was hunted so mercilessly, so much so that the strongest world tree personally took action. Had he obtained that branch, he would have been able to nurture a third avatar and instantly break through to the immortal realm. But now, his entire plan had been brought to a dead halt. With the Moxia avatar having been destroyed twice, the world tree became even more vigilant. Any opportunity to act openly had all but vanished. What Luo Feng did not know was that the strongest world tree shared a unique parent-child bond with the 8 world trees surrounding it. Across endless lonely ages, it had split portions of its own life origin to nurture 8 children, protecting and cherishing them far beyond any blood relationship in the universe. To it, branches and leaves could always be regenerated, but any being that dared threaten those children would never be forgiven. After repeated calculations, Luo Feng chose the plan with the highest chance of success. He quickly nurtured a new Moxia avatar, entered the ancestral god secret realm through divine kingdom teleportation, and secretly infiltrated the 9 Nether Sea. This avatar transformed into a silken sphere and blended among countless plant seeds around Tree Island, patiently waiting for over half a year until it drifted with the wind to the outskirts of the world tree. His plan was to sacrifice a peak-level Fenghuang slave. That slave would openly throw a fire god origin crystal to trigger an explosion, seize the branches and leaves, and would certainly be annihilated by the world tree. At that moment, countless branches and leaves would be blasted beyond the light sphere range. The silken sphere would then silently attach itself to a leaf fragment and instantly teleport away with the spoils, all blame falling upon the slave. While the plan was being secretly deployed, a group of 7 foreign experts appeared outside the 9 Nether time-space. They were led by the universe venerable Xianxia. Yet the most dangerous among them was Devouring Mirror King, a top 10 inheritor on Purple Thorn Island. A notorious special life form known for madness, greed, and extreme savagery. He possessed a unique cosmic-grade detection talent, had been granted supreme and heavy treasures by the Northern Frontier Alliance, and wielded battle power that could rival many universe venerables. Although the group appeared harmonious on the surface, Xianxia remained deeply wary. He knew that the other 5 immortals were merely supporting characters. The true treasure would ultimately belong to the strongest. After agreeing on their plan, the 7 teleported into the 9 Nether timespace and descended upon Desolate Rock Island, the safest temporary region. Devouring Mirror King bluntly declared that his target was the 9 Nether Sea, the most dangerous region of the entire domain. It concealed countless heavy treasures, yet was riddled with death zones, especially the 9 Nether Whirlpool, a place where even a universe venerable would have virtually no chance of survival. Faced with the choice between following the 2 strongest experts or wandering alone through near certain death, the 5 immortals ultimately chose to gamble their lives. Devouring Mirror King activated his universe mirror talent, scanning a radius of 1 billion kilometers around Desolate Rock Island. He easily identified safe zones and death zones, even discovering universe venerable level lifeforms that none of the others had noticed. During this scan, he detected a target that instantly captured his interest: Blade River King, a famous human expert possessing feather-winged supreme treasures and unparalleled escape abilities. On Purple Thorn Island, Devouring Mirror King had lacked the chance to strike. But here, within the 9 Nether timespace, he regarded this as the perfect opportunity to kill and seize treasures. Though Xianxia was uneasy and unwilling to provoke the human race, he was ultimately forced into silence. At this moment, Luo Feng was hiding within a cave on Desolate Rock Island, waiting for the time to obtain the World Tree branch and break into immortality, completely unaware that Devouring Mirror King had already locked onto his location with a secret technique. When the space around the mountain was sealed, Luo Feng instantly sensed danger. He decisively left the cave and, the moment he appeared, was struck by Devouring Mirror King's terrifying pressure. Immediately recognizing his opponent, a notorious special life form that would never cease its pursuit once it had chosen its prey. A life and death chase erupted. Even with the Shiwu feathered wings, Luo Feng was horrified to discover that he could not widen the distance. Instead, he was being gradually closed in upon. With his powerful divine body, superior life level, and innate speed talent, Devouring Mirror King possessed battle power fully comparable to a universe venerable. Driven into desperation, Luo Feng activated the second form of the Shiwu wings, tearing space apart to create turbulent currents and conceal his figure. The two plunged deep into the Nether Sea, where every drop of water weighed as heavily as a mountain. Devouring Mirror King pursued madly, continuously burning divine power to unleash crude yet terrifying attacks. Luo Feng could only rely on speed and razor-thin evasions, knowing full well that a single direct hit would mean certain death. When Devouring Mirror King executed his ultimate technique, divine power into threads, forming an almost inescapable killing net, the greed in his eyes reached its peak. At that critical moment, the Nether whirlpool suddenly appeared. A universe venerable of the Nether sea race stepped out from within the vortex, his overwhelming pressure suppressing Devouring Mirror King. The two clashed violently, but upon realizing he had no advantage, Devouring Mirror King immediately withdrew, only to turn back and continue hunting Luo Feng, intent on killing swiftly and seizing the treasures. Driven into a corner, Luo Feng chose the ultimate gamble. He charged straight into the Nether whirlpool. The horrifying suction instantly engulfed him, dragging him into the most dangerous core of the Nether Sea. Devouring Mirror King roared in fury, lamenting the loss of two supreme treasures, but he absolutely dared not pursue. He could only retreat to safety. From afar, Sayatu secretly observed, his heart trembling in terror. He realized that the Nether whirlpool led directly to the core of the Nether Sea, a place inhabited by a terrifying race immune to soul attacks and far beyond imagination in strength. Though he regretted that Luo Feng and the supreme treasures might have fallen there, he was secretly relieved that they had not ended up in Devouring Mirror King's hands. And from that moment on, the Nether whirlpool was etched in his mind as the most dreadful death zone of the entire Nether timespace. While being hunted relentlessly by Devouring Mirror King within the 9 Serenities spacetime, Luo Feng was forced into a dead end and compelled to choose a path of life or death. He plunged straight into the 9 Serenities abyssal vortex. The instant he entered, a terrifying crushing force engulfed him. Space itself seemed to grind against his body, his bones creaked with chilling cracks, as if his very form were being torn apart by the void. Luo Feng immediately realized that the suction alone was enough to annihilate both body and soul. Without hesitation, he fled into the wind-suppressing stellar core, a supreme sealing treasure capable of absorbing nearly all external attacks. He knew this was a desperate choice, for this treasure was notoriously difficult to maneuver and easily captured by enemies. But it was his only chance to survive. Inside the inner space of the stellar core, Luo Feng soon discovered that he had been teleported to an entirely unknown region. The moment he emerged, he fell directly into the military encampment of over 300 foreign immortals, of the same race that once hunted Devouring Mirror King. Exposed, the instant they sensed him, Luo Feng fled. More than 200 immortals gave chase in wild excitement, like predators discovering rare prey. As he fled, Luo Feng quickly realized how horrifying this world truly was. Here, instant teleportation was forbidden. Divine kingdom transfer was impossible, only pure flight was permitted. Even worse, native lifeforms suffered almost no suppression, while all outsiders were heavily restricted. Yet Luo Feng still managed to tear free. Thanks to the Shiwu feathered wings, his speed far exceeded all expectations. The pursuing immortals could only watch in disbelief as he vanished into the void. Their millennia of hunting experience utterly shattered, the captain was forced to report the anomaly to higher command. After a long period without further pursuit, Luo Feng finally grasped the terrifying scale of this realm, an immense territory, a sparse population, yet incomparably powerful elites. This was very likely the core world hidden beneath the Nine Serenities Sea. Still within the domain of Nine Serenities spacetime. Unable to teleport, Luo Feng knew he was no different from prey under an open sky. Yet he still believed his Wuxia clan avatar could serve as his final escape route. Understanding that the situation had long spiraled beyond control, Luo Feng decided to contact his master, City Lord Chaos. Within the virtual universe, atop Thunder Island, Luo Feng hesitated deeply. His true body on Earth was trapped in a death zone. If killed, not only would his life be lost, but all the supreme treasures on him could fall into enemy hands, almost impossible to reclaim. When City Lord Chaos appeared, Luo Feng recounted everything, from hiding upon the desolate stone island while waiting for a chance to obtain a branch of the world tree, to being hunted by devouring Mirror King, a terrifying existence whose power rivaled a universe venerable, and who possessed an extraordinarily lethal soul attack talent. Only the protection of his supreme soul treasure had allowed him to barely escape death. City Lord Chaos was visibly shaken, yet asked no further questions. Despite learning that Luo Feng possessed 3 supreme treasures, upon hearing of the Nine Serenities abyssal vortex, City Lord Chaos affirmed, "You made the correct choice. Once a supreme treasure falls into the hands of the Northern Frontier Alliance, it is nearly impossible to reclaim." Then he revealed a world-shaking secret. The realm Luo Feng had fallen into was none other than the lair of the Lord of Nine Serenities, the true sovereign of Nine Serenities spacetime, a super-universe master nearly invincible within his domain. Even City Lord Chaos himself did not wish to step foot there. Luo Feng was further stunned to learn that the Lord of Nine Serenities had once joined forces with his master on many occasions and owed City Lord Chaos a tremendous personal favor. As long as Luo Feng revealed himself as his disciple, he would certainly be rescued, even able to request a World Tree branch of World Master grade. But City Lord Chaos sternly warned, "Do not use that favor unless you truly reach the point of no return." After bidding farewell to his master, Luo Feng remained hidden within Nine Serenities spacetime. Meanwhile, news of his pursuit by devouring Mirror King and his fall into the abyssal vortex spread rapidly throughout the glory world. Many believed he had already died once through his avatar, and that his true body and supreme treasures were trapped in a hopeless abyss. To his Han Alliance friends, Luo Feng admitted he was imprisoned in a realm where teleportation was impossible. Powerhouses were as numerous as clouds, and survival demanded risking everything. Devouring Mirror King publicly confirmed the hunt, further convincing all that Luo Feng's return was nearly impossible. 6 days later, True Yan King broke through to become a universe venerable, shocking the Han Alliance. Yet during the celebrations, confusion arose. Luo Feng did not appear. After hearing the entire truth from Venerable Wu Tang, True Yan erupted in fury, openly declaring Luo Feng as his disciple, carrying the supreme treasure with which he once walked through life and death. True Yan instantly teleported to the desolate stone island within Nine Serenities spacetime, silently waiting for devouring Mirror King's return to settle their karmic blood feud. Meanwhile, deep beneath the Nine Serenities Sea, a prince of the Nine Serenities world, enraged at failing to capture Luo Feng, ordered half of the entire domain's military power, from immortals to world masters, to launch a massive extermination sweep. Since Nine Serenities lifeforms could easily identify outsiders, Luo Feng's concealment became extremely dangerous. After more than 10 days of desperate flight, he was finally discovered. Forced to unleash his absolute speed, Luo Feng fled madly, as legions and universe venerables surged in from all directions. A pursuit on a scale never before seen was about to erupt.